Stadium Unplugged is back with a former Formula One Renault and Toyota racer, Jarno Trulli. Outside of Formula One, you ran the New York Marathon.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that must have been interesting. In under 4 hours, that's pretty good time.
I've always been, you know, a good lover of sport in general. I always practice this sport since I was young. I remember when I was very young, or when I was 8 years old, and I started go-kart. It was an expensive business at the time for everyone, and more for my family. So I remember my mom pushing me to do many other sports like basket, athletics, swimming, a lot. But every time I was coming back home and my mother asking, so do you like it? Yeah, I do like it. And say, my mom always said, but do you like more go-kart or swimming or football? I say, Mom, I like go-kart.
Oh.
So as you can see, I've always done sports, and obviously for fitness reasons, I kept doing it through all my careers, and I've entered several competitions. In those competitions, there is also the New York Marathon back in 2000, which I have done it just for fun with some friends, and nothing really to achieve a goal, but it was just to finish it.
Did you train for it though?
I did train a couple of months, not so much, but enough, let's say. I've done a marathon, half a marathon, but recently in the last 2 years I am more into the cycling, so I do some cycling competition as well, ski marathons, this sort of thing. So I do like doing
always
sport.
On the move almost.
Always. As you can see, I'm still fit and I'm still doing sport.
As you can see, yes, I can see. Well done. All right, well, let's talk about what keeps you busy these days. Of course, you are traveling through Asia a lot and the world. But what is keeping you busy?
Strange enough, but since I'm not racing anymore, my life hasn't changed much because I kept myself very busy in other things. Well, 12 years ago, I started a family business. I restarted the family business of the wine and vineyards with the Podere Castorani. It's a 1793 old business which always produced wine. So we restarted with my family, my father and some friends. And now, after 12 years, I must admit that we are very proud of being there in the wine business because we are doing very well, and we are, an estimated and extremely popular company now, producing wine all around the world, as well here in Asia. As I told you, I am in this Asian wine business tour these days. But not only that. I do own a hotel back in Switzerland in Davos, so down in the ski resort, and I have a real estate business. I have several other things that I'm looking after, but in general I'm quite busy.
Did you put all these plans even while you're racing? Meaning, okay, these were things that you were going to keep yourself busy with after racing. This is what you thought of already.
Of course, when I was racing, I always thought that one day I would have stopped racing. So I started putting some of my passion next to my best passion, which was driving. But I never thought that really I would do it afterwards. I was just doing it from time to time while I was racing. But honestly, when I was racing, I was only focused on what I was doing. Eventually now I find myself happy in handling these jobs. And they're not only job, I'm always lucky to say that they're also a big passion for me.
What is your typical day these days? You say you've got quite a few businesses and you're traveling. What is a typical day for Jarno Trulli?
Well, nowadays it's not a real typical day because sometimes I wake up and I spend all day, going around between offices in Lugano or driving up in Davos in order to check the numbers and understand how the business is going. But there are some other periods where I keep traveling for the wine or for other business. So in general, anyway, I try to give myself at least 2 hours for training during the day, which might be, I don't know, running or jogging or doing cross-country skiing. If I have some more extra time, I will be more than happy to go out for a cycling.
Where is this extra time? Oh my gosh.
That's the problem.
This is 24 hours already, I think.
That's the problem.
With the first two activities that you're talking about.
Yeah. It's true that sometimes I'm running out of time. But very soon, an example, I have apart from my business, I have the other passion of cycling. So I'm gonna enter like last year the tour of Sardinia, which is 7 days. 7-day stage. quite, you know, we do more than 1,000 kilometers. So I need to start training very soon. So I will need probably some more extra time in order to prepare this adventure.
Good luck finding time.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you.
3 words